Tip number 120 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Insurance requirements. Now, if you're hiring employees, you need to make sure that you have the correct and proper insurance. And one of those insurance policies is going to be workers' compensation. And I highly advise that you have it. Again, if you own a house, you own property, you own things, you have money in the bank, and someone gets hurt working for you on one of your jobs, and they are not under the umbrella or the protection of workers' compensation, you could lose everything. And this just doesn't make any sense. You've got to protect yourself, and insurance is going to be one of the ways to protect yourself. And there are contractors I worked with, it's just like the previous video on illegal immigrants. I never turned a blind eye. I knew they were probably illegal immigrants. They weren't working for me. I just dealt with it. But I also knew contractors who weren't paying workers' compensation. And I'm not going to tell you how they got away with it, because it's just going to give you an idea on something you could do that's probably not going to benefit you in the future. If you're the kind of person who's always looking for a scam, you're always looking for some way to take advantage of a situation or screw the government out of their money or insurance companies, you're going to figure it out. I don't need to sit here and tell you how to do it. And of course, that's not the advice I want to share with you. If contractors did everything legitimately, all by the law, and had everything, all their ducks in a row, workers' compensation, liability insurance, all that stuff, then everyone would be on an even playing field. But they're not, and I understand this. Some people actually, in order to compete with other companies, actually need to do things that they shouldn't be doing. And I've seen that, like I said, plenty of times. But in the end, I don't think it's going to benefit the business owner or the contractor, because it all goes back to one thing. One thing. One accident. One accident could put you out of business. And it isn't as if one accident couldn't put you out of business anyway with insurance. Let's face it, you're only insured up to a certain amount of money. Anything above that, you're going to have to pay for out of pocket. This could be, this could make your whole experience of going into business a waste of time. So, these are things we really don't realize. I was older when I finally realized that, hey, wait a minute, I got an auto insurance policy for $100,000. If someone's suing me for $200,000, that means that I'm going to have to come up with another $100,000. So don't be fooled by your insurance policy. If it stops at $1 million, that's where it stops. If something happens and the other people end up requiring $1,200,000, that $200,000 is going to have to come from you. This could put you out of business. So, like I said, workers' comp, this is a no-brainer. Insurance, liability insurance, any insurance, anything to do with employees, you've got to have it. You've got to be protected. Just in case something does happen. And that's what insurance is all about. Just in case.